Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to Robocraft with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome back to the Leveling Up series. In today's episode, as you can probably already tell, we are building a brand new robot, and that's because I've came to a bit of an idea. Rather than focusing on simply one bot throughout the series, as I normally do, we're going to be building one bot of every weapon type, and hopefully a few different and weird combinations of movement and weapon. So I've decided what I would like is an SMG tank. So we'll be having an SMG tank, a plasma mech, and eventually I would like a rail cruiser. I'm not quite sure about what type of bot I'm going to use for the medic side of things, but that's just the ideas I've had so far. Now, I'm very quickly going into a test purely because I want to check out how the the tracks react on this type of bot in terms of turning, as I can't quite figure out the best type of bot for turning using the tank treads. Well, that seems absolutely fine. Okay, so having them equally spaced out, quite far apart, and most of the mass in the middle seems to be just fine. I should have retested it out a lot earlier, but honestly, it's been a while, and I wasn't going to keep the building I'm currently building, as I started building with the express purpose of simply testing a few things out, and I decided I quite like the look of the thing, so we're going to be keeping it. What I really need to do, though, is, other than randomly test out things like that without announcing it, is I would like to see how many guns we could have. I think I can afford 2 more guns. Yep, I can. Okay. And if we keep them spread out, we'd have to have them in this area here. Now, the problem is, I would have liked to use the aero rods, but we can't use that because the tracks are underneath it. So instead, we're simply going to make a quick little mount for them. The problem is, though, we're rapidly running out of CPU. In fact, we can't even have that much CPU. Oh, wow. Seriously? Wow, yeah, we're dead on the maximum CPU there. So what I'm going to do is just take away a little bit of armor here, and then quickly bulk this up here. 1, 2... I don't like that, I'll be honest. I don't like having them stick out like that. It looks very obvious, but at least they won't clip into everything else. And this way we do have a gun redundancy of 1. Now, what kind of colour scheme do I want this thing to have? Since we only have the non-premium colours, it's not really too much of a choice. What I'm thinking is, how about blue and white? But saying that, that's what our regular body is. How about white and orange? White and orange seems reasonable. Okay. So let's do white for all of the underside stuff. Like that, this all here. And maybe like that, and then have orange for all of the raised areas, because that's kind of how the bots turned out. A series of raised areas and flat areas. There we are, which means this should actually be white then, shouldn't it? White, this orange. Okay, yeah, I can see where I'm going with this now. I'm not the most artistic of people, so this was a weird one. Maybe that should be orange as well then. No, but I like having this as white. So, how about if we have it like this? Okay, yeah, that works. That works. A lot of orange. Although I would like some more different colours on the front. We'll figure out that in a second. Have that underside there as white. That is orange, that is orange. Actually quite like that. Okay, that's fine. We'll keep that like that. Or we could just go with prisms as being white, everything else being orange. I don't know. I wish I had more colours to choose from, honestly, to have a bit more of an experience there. But something... Oh, no, that's really too garish. No. Unless... No, that wouldn't work. I was thinking perhaps using those lines as, like, white lines going down the bottom. I mean, we could do that. Simply have lines. That would make a lot of sense, but not really what I'm looking for. Okay, that'll do. I've decided to go with the grey rather than the white, just because the white is far too bright. It's really obvious whenever you use it. So if you're not using it for just detail segments, it looks like it's an unfinished robot, which basically this is, but even so. Okay, well, let's get into a game. Let's see how well tank treads do with the new update, and let's see how well SMGs do as well. I'm looking forward to seeing flyers. I'm not so looking forward to seeing really high CPU ground units from the higher level players, as I feel like mech legs would do a lot better against that purely because of how defensive they are. And so begins Bloop's first battle, because I may have forgot to rename the poor thing. So Bloop goes to war. Okay, yep, handles absolutely fine, like a tank does. Honestly, it is a nice change to have a little bit of speed after using the mech legs for so long, but at the same time, still having the easy-to-control element, which hovers tend not to have unless you build a really stable hover, which I'm not really good at. There we go. Oh yeah, there's no crevice here anymore. You can't hide anywhere. Excellent. Maybe I should actually zoom in, you know, aim and stuff. Wow! I am the best at aiming. Also, these things at the front, the armor at the front, not really helping out with climbing. Come on, lose a... Oh, we're being plasmaed by someone else as well. No! Oh, you! I thought it was a flyer, so I wasn't going to try and focus on it. Die! We can survive damage really well. Of course, we could have simply avoided most of that damage, but playing well. Who needs to do that? There's a plasma behind me as well. So much plasma. Let's go for the bomber. If that thing gets back in the air, it's bad for everyone. Uh-oh. What? Since when can these things flip? Are we alone? Are we okay to rectify? Okay. Not the best show of skill, this first battle, but still. They've stopped capping, so that's pretty fantastic. There he is! Apparently he was hiding to heal as well. See, that's the type of hover I would like to build. Something very compact like that. Tank treads, absolutely fine in terms of defense. I've heard a lot of people complaining that they're a bit too frail now, but honestly, that was a really good first experience. Purely because I played so badly, it put me in all these really bad positions, which ended up showing that this thing can take a lot of damage. Maybe need to change the front armor a bit though, so I can actually climb things, as that is one of the big benefits to using tank treads. You can still climb up hills. That plasma bomber's getting awfully close to his enemy. Oh, I can hear fighting over there. Also, need to remember that actually spinning on the spot's a lot better. But it's a quick turn. Oh, you won. Oh, I wanted to help. Well, seems like we've won regardless. I had a lot of fun with this, despite the fact I didn't play particularly fantastically. I actually had a lot of fun this match, so definitely going to be keeping this in the future. I see a lot of stuff in the sky via shadows, but I can't actually see where they are. A radar is something we need. Oh. Is it at the cap point, or is that just someone trying to say, go here? Probably just someone saying, go here. I was so focused on looking at who was left on the scoreboard. Straight into a rock. Team victory, there we go. Not a bad start in the slightest. Okay, let's get straight into another match after we see, did we level up? We're currently level 14, rails unlock at level 15, which means we can build a cruiser in the next episode, or perhaps once I've upgraded this bot enough. Yes, that's what I wanted to see. With the extra CPU, the guns are now a little bit more armoured from the front, and I've even went ahead and spent my Galaxy Cash on a few pieces of window. So yay for that. At least now we can start being a little bit more creative in the future. And in fact, even just that looks nice. We could raise it a little bit, but I don't think I actually really want to do that. It'd be nice to have more like a bubble. But then it's quite obvious. But it does look better in my opinion. Oh, I don't know. I like both of them. For now, we'll just stick with that. We'll figure out something pretty later on. So, let's finish off by getting into a couple more matches. There's no need to build the railgun just yet. Let's just go ahead and continue with our SMG spree. Second battle commencing. Let's see if we can be a little bit more intelligent about this. Let's not go into some really bad situations and be just a little bit more wary about just charging in. I say whilst charging in. Second battle commences, and hopefully this time we can be a little bit more wary and a little bit more intelligent about the fights we pick. There is apparently a flying rail. There he is. Let's go straight for him before he can get a shot on our team. That was one frail rail. Admittedly, like 3 people were shooting at him, but even so. Got a medic there, see if we can do some damage to him as well. Oh, what a lovely position for us to shoot at, though. I was hoping he'd stay there a little bit longer. 2 of their team already down. Not a bad start in the slightest. However, I'm going for the tank. Hello, sir. Spotted him as well. Fantastic. Kinda want to go for the interceptor. Oh no, it is indeed a helicopter, okay. Should I still call that an interceptor? I don't really know. Oh no, he's falling on the other side, showing the power of the flyers in terms of the new regen. It's so difficult to actually kill them if you're using something like SMG or rails. Although, by the looks of it, the plasma just got the kill. Nope, not quite. Yes, I deserved that kill. Well, that was a bit of a slaughter, to be honest. I feel a lot better about that battle than the previous one. I've been like this now for a good 5 minutes. Will I be able to see how much RP I got in levels? Only time will tell. Yay! We can see our bot. Does that mean we're going to load him properly now? Come on, Robocraft servers, I believe in you. You can do it. Maybe. Well, it may have took a while and 1 game crash and then a server's going down for maintenance, but we're finally back in the next battle, and I have no idea how much RP we actually got for the previous slaughter. Here's hoping it was a fair bit. So the enemy apparently have rails. I was not checking beforehand. Oh wow, they have a lot of rails and a scout. We both have a scout. Great. I kind of wish the game could somehow incorporate scouts a little bit more. It would be very interesting, but I have no idea how they'd actually do it. Okay, suiciding here a bit, because there is another rail right there. This is really stupid of us, but I needed to get across. Okay, there we go. Only lost half of our craft. I mean, that's fine. To be fair, after being hit by so many rails, that's not too bad. Especially with us now able to heal. I'm sorry if I wanted RP from an assist. Just wait a second. Wait, that rail was going through the rock then. That was cheeky. I was saying that earlier today, I also saw plasma that looked like it was going one way, but then it hit the absolute other way. So I'm not really trusting the visuals at the moment to be completely accurate. There we go, he goes bye-bye. There's a rail shooting at us, thankfully missing. Wow, missing a lot. Oh, he was shooting the other guy, that's why, okay. I was going to say, those shots were really off. Oh, sadly not a kill there. Once again, quite a bit of a slaughter. Also, I really love tracks at the moment. Tank treads, oh, I forgot how much I liked these. I've been using mech legs and flyers so much recently, I've kind of forgot the joy of just a simple tank. Anyone know where the last enemy is? Anyone? Anyone at all? You there! Stationary fellow! Nope, okay, I was going cap then, really should have done that anyway. Bit of extra RP. Not that we really need it at the moment, with everyone still having premium at least for a very short amount of time still left. The amount of RP we've got to this level has been insane. I've not needed RP once. It's always been just a CPU limit issue. Which is both a good thing and a bad thing, honestly. Everyone's hunting for the last person. I'm the only person who thought to themselves, let's go and cap. Oh, hello! I did both! I found the last person and I went to cap. Took out one of these tank treads so he can't move. There we go! Us going back and doing the right thing even got us the final kill. Hurrah for that. Not a bad start with the tank in the slightest. Actually doing really well. Admittedly, I've been a bit stupid getting us into rather dangerous situations, but the tank has survived. I am being carried by my bot, which I actually have no problem with whatsoever. So no more CPU. Oh, almost level. Let's get one more match, and let's hope we get one more level. It'd be nice to finish off this back section here, as then I'm happy enough to call this first prototype finished before we make our rail cruiser. And so begins the final battle of the day, be it a level up or be it not. The enemy have a lot of rails and a few airborne. Okay, not the nicest thing to see, but at least we can focus on the flyers. That was amazing. I have never seen that happen before. He teleported slightly into me, which caused me to flip. I literally have never seen that happen before. Well done, sir. A new experience for the day. Ooh, that's a very aggressive tank, and me just spinning out there. Because you know, tanks always spin out when you try and turn them. Because that's what they're known for. Wow, the rails have been really aggressive versus our flyers. Their flying rail is over there. We are being capped. Just a random spot there, hoping to get the rail, but sadly not. Let's see if we can finish off this guy. There we go, excellent. Do we want to go and defend, or do we want to go on the aggressive? Someone's already defending, okay, so that makes up our mind. Oh, plasma from somewhere. There he is. Hit him once on the tail. Hit him again on the tail. If we can just keep hitting the same spot, that should cause him to spin out. There we are, got the rail hover spotted, and still haven't seen their flying rail. Oh, hello! That's a rather nice surprise. Oh, no, well, there's their rail flyer, currently aiming at us. Really? Really now? And now I'm going to get hit on the back. That's fantastic. No salt at all, honest. Now, to be fair, I could have been the one who rammed into him. Why do I always end up being the one who flips? That's my question. I know I should be moving right now, making it more difficult for him, but I really want to focus on just hitting him. There he goes. Still really happy with the tank's survivability. Oh, oh, oh. Wow. That looks so painful. No, he's flying again! Get him back down! Got one of his rotors. The other rail is now aiming at us though. Oh, there's two flying rails. I thought there was only one. Must have read it wrong. Well, obviously read it wrong. He may have helium. And the other guy is somewhere here. Oh, that little thing on the front. Yeah, the armor on the front is going to make that impossible for me. There he is. A little bit of damage here and there to try and get him out of the sky. Actually, no, I don't really want him out of the sky right now, because that means I won't be able to hurt him. But it would mean I could also catch up. Come on! Oh, I need to take off the armor on the front. It's not worth it. It's not worth the protection, not being able to do this. Oh, come on, I put all that effort into getting over here, and here I am, like, yay, look, I'm finally up here. And the plasma bomber goes ahead and gets the kill. I mean, honestly, I'm just happy he's dead. I'm staying up here. Screw going down there. I am the king of this hill. This is my hill. Yay. Who's hitting him with plasma? We'll never know. Either way, team victory, not bad at all. I've said that a lot today. Apparently that's my new catchphrase, not bad at all. It's a bit of a boring catchphrase, I admit, but I'm a rather boring person, so it suits me absolutely fine. Did we level? It'd be lovely if we did. Yes, level 16, and we have the radar jammer. Speaking of which, I'd actually love to add a radar at the moment. How much CPU does this cost? 10, so we do have enough for it then. We could put it in here, if we make some space. If we do like this. Seal it back up. Grey, there we are. And you can be orange. Yeah, that's probably what I need right now, honestly. That's not in the best position, but still. Really happy with how that turned out. Also, tank treads. why is so few people using these now? I guess because people are still obsessed with mech legs, and honestly, mech legs are fantastic. But really happy with the tank dreads. That looks better, actually. That looks significantly better. Okay, yeah, I need a name for this. If any of you have any name suggestions, and of course, feel free to leave them in the comments below. As always, I'll be reading them all. Ignore the stammer there. That's my excitement to having a new name for the robot. Nothing to do with me actually having a stammer or anything. But seriously, though, if you have any name suggestions for the bot currently known as Bloop, then put it in the comments below. I read all comments, like I always have and always will do, and I will be choosing one from there, or at least if one turns up which is actually decent. If not, and by decent I mean my preference, then I'll be naming it myself next time. Regardless, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, then of course, likes, favourite, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Robocraft is a series you wish to see continued in the future. Thank you again for watching, and goodbye.